So we're going to use hand weights if we want. So have hand weights nearby. I have a couple of options. So I've got heavier and lighter. I'll have them both out just in case. So we're going to come to the back of your mat, feet hip distance, toes forward. Lengthen the legs, hips forward, switch on that core, shoulders back and down. You're going to inhale, and as you exhale, tuck the chin and roll that body down. When you get to the bottom, a little bend in the knees, bring the hands to the floor, walk the hands forward into plank. Now we're going to hold our planks. If you want to come down onto your knees, you can. Make sure the hands are below the shoulders. Push into the floor, holding yourself up, draw the belly button in. Think about lifting that stomach up towards the ceiling and breathe. We can stay like this, or if we want, we can bring the right knee to the left elbow and lengthen. Left knee, right elbow, and lengthen. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down onto the knees, sit back on those ankles, and stretch out that back. Deep breath in, and as you exhale, walk the hands round to the left. Inhale, and as you exhale, walk the hands round to the right. And then back to center and uncurl. Now we're going to work the arms and the legs. If you've got wrist issues, just do the legs, stay on your elbows, okay? But if we're okay, hands below shoulders. We're going to bring the right knee slightly to center. We're going to lengthen out the left leg. So first of all, we're going to drop the elbows to the floor. We're then going to straighten them, lift the leg, lower the leg. If we're not doing the arms, obviously just keep lifting and lowering your legs. Lift, lower. Drop the elbows, straighten, lift, lower. Now, if you want to make it a bit harder on the hands and the arms, take your hands further forward. So we drop the elbows, we straighten, lift the leg, lower the leg. Drop the elbows, straighten, lift the leg, lower the leg. Harder option. Drop the elbows, lift the leg, hold it there. Straighten the arms. Lower the arms. Lower the leg, lift the leg. Straighten the arms. Lower the arms. Lower the leg, lift the leg. Straighten the arms. Lower the arms. Lower the leg, lift the leg. Straighten the arms. Lower the arms. Lower the leg and relax. We're going to do one more, which is a harder option. If you're done with the arms, you can keep that leg up and you can do little circles with your leg, okay? Harder option. We're going to be on our hands. Our knees have gone back slightly. Hips have come forward. We lengthen the leg out, draw the belly button in. We're going to bring the chest towards the floor. We straighten the arms, lift the leg. Then we'll do a couple like that. Then we'll keep the leg up, bend, straighten the arms, lower that leg, okay? So you can stay with what you've just been doing, or if you want to try the harder option, take the knees back, hips forward. Keep that right knee slightly to center. Lengthen your left leg out, hands below shoulders, bend the elbows, bring the head and the chest towards the floor, straighten those arms. Lift the leg, lower the leg. Bend the elbows, straighten. Lift the leg, lower the leg. Now if you want to, we will lift the leg, we'll hold it there. We'll bend, bringing the head towards the floor, straighten the arms, lower the leg. Lift, bend, straighten, lower the leg. Lift, last one. Bend, straighten, lower the leg, and relax. Well done. Sit back on those ankles. Little circles with those wrists. You're going to grab hold of your weights now. You can choose whatever option you want. We can do everything without weights as well. So I'm sitting back on our ankles because we are going to lift up if we want. You don't have to. You can just do the arms in a seated position, okay? So we're going to have hands down by the side. We're going to lift up onto the knees, taking the hands up, bring them forward. Rotate, take them out, bring them down. Rotate, lift, forward. Rotate, out, and down. Rotate, lift, forward. Rotate, out, and down. Now we're going to go the other way with the arms. So keep the palms facing up. Lift, in, rotate, out, and down. Rotate, lift, in, rotate, out, and down. One more. Rotate, lift, in, rotate, out, and down. Well done. Pop your weights to the side. We're going to come back onto those arms and work the other leg as well. So hands below shoulders, left knee slightly to center, lengthen your right leg out. Lift your right leg up, lower. Drop the elbows, straighten. Lift the leg, lower. Drop the elbows, straighten. Lift the leg, lower. Drop the elbows, straighten. Now if you want to make it harder, take your hands further forward. We drop the elbows, we can lift the leg, keep the leg up, straighten the arms. Lower the leg, lift. Drop the elbows, straighten. Lower the leg, lift. Drop the elbows, straighten. Lower the leg, lift. Drop the elbows, straighten. Lower the leg, lift. Last one. Drop the elbows, straighten. Lower the leg, and relax. Now, this is the one where we're going to bring the chest towards the floor. So if you want, come onto your forearms and you can just lift the leg and do your circles, okay? If we're all right, hands forward, knees have gone back. Lengthen your right leg out. Stomach pulled in. Hold yourself up. We bring the chest towards the floor. We straighten the arms. Lift the leg, lower the leg. Chest towards the floor. Straighten the arms. Lift the leg, lower the leg. Chest, straighten. Lift and hold. Now, if you want, keep the leg up. Bring the head towards the floor, foot up towards the ceiling. Straighten the arms, lower the leg. Lift, bend, straighten, lower. Lift, bend, straighten, lower. Lift, bend, straighten, and lower. Well done. Come back on those ankles, little circles with those wrists. And change direction. And release. Again, I'm back on my knees. You don't have to. You can be in a seated position. Grab hold of your weights. So we've got palms facing in, hands down by our side. So we're going to lift the arms up towards the ceiling. You can come up onto your knees if you want. So we lift, taking the hands up and then lower. Now keep it going. If we're coming up onto your knees, we squeeze the bum, we draw the belly button in. Either option, if we're on our knees or seated position, we don't want to arch that back. So pull the stomach in, pull the bottom rib towards the belly button. Breathe. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2. This one we're going to stay up. 1. Hold it there. Bend from the elbows, taking the hands towards the back. Oh, don't pull on your hair. And straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then down. Well done. Pop the weights to the side. Let's stretch out those arms. So whichever way is comfortable for you, into a seated position, take the hands behind the back, rest the fingers on the floor, squeeze the shoulder blades together, open the chest, and tuck that chin. And then release. Slide the left hand away. Bring that right arm up and over. Reaching away with the right arm, feeling the stretch down the side of the body. To increase the stretch, as long as your bum doesn't lift up off the floor, drop that elbow towards the ground. Doesn't have to touch. If your bum's lifting, just let it hover. Get that right arm straight. A few of us have just started letting it to bend. Reach away. The more you reach, the more you're stretching. Straighten the arm and slowly come in. Same on the other side. Slide the hand away. Bring that left arm up and over. Reaching away. If you want to, bring the right elbow towards the floor. This side for me, it's hovering. Otherwise, my bum lifts up. So keep pushing down with that bum cheek. Reaching away with the arm. And breathe. Straighten the arm and back to center. Take the right hand up onto the back. Push or pull. And gently lean over to the left. And then release. Left hand up, reach onto the back. Push or pull. And gently lean over to the right. And then back to center. You're going to tuck the chin. You're going to slide the hands forward along the ground and feel that stretch through the back into the arms. Inhale, and as you exhale, walk the hands round to the right. Take that left hand and place it on top of the right hand, pushing your left bum cheek into the ground. Slowly walk the hands all the way around to the left. And then take that right hand and place it on top of the left hand. Slowly walk the hands back to center and uncurl. Well done.